After a few days in Chiang Mai, we headed out of the city on a 3-day, 2-night jungle trek with a small group. Before we started hiking, we got a chance to relax by a small waterfall. For our first stop, we visited a quiet Buddhist temple on a hilltop. I admired the intricate carvings on the rocks leading up to the top, which included what seemed like hundreds of miniature Buddha images. There were also plenty of interesting statues situated around the grounds, such as this one, which clearly represents fasting. On the top of this hill sat this massive golden Buddha. And off to the side, we were treated to a great view of the Thai countryside. Continuing on our hike, Daniel stopped to scare a snake out of its tree. Not surprisingly, the snake just about scared some of the ladies out of their shoes. Our guide, Book, sure got a kick out of this. Throughout the hike, Book schooled us on the Thai jungle, telling us about the medicinal value of these fire ants. We eventually came across another waterfall, and this time we decided to do a little bit of exploring as we walked up the rocks to the top. Once we found this herd of cows, we knew we had made it to our stop for the night, a tiny village out in the middle of the Thai jungle. As for sleeping arrangements, all 9 of us would be sharing this hut, which was equipped with plenty of mosquito nets. Before dinner, Book introduced a new way to drink whiskey.
Spleen, maybe?
Spleen.
Gallbladder?
This look green inside here.
Bile.
Oh, bile.
Bile.
Oh, that's way too much information.
For this, my friend, he go down to bring the homemade whiskey, okay? And then he will cut small hole here and put it in mix with the whiskey, okay? And
Really?
he will strong.
Really? Ew.
Also, my friend.
I've done some pretty disgusting things in my life. I'm not gonna comment.
Smile.
Excuse me, my name is the Book. I am trekking guide Chiang Mai, Thailand with butter.
Although that may not have been the best way to get us excited about eating, Book still whipped up a great veggie feast. And we all enjoyed a nice meal by candlelight. After dinner, we started a fire and passed around the Thai whiskey, minus the bile.
Okay, we got our homemade Thai whiskey, which we're comparing to tequila because we have jungle fruit.
Super.
I taste this real I was expecting like really nasty.
Well, I didn't make a tequila face, so I guess it wasn't that bad.
Everybody got a taste of the whiskey. Even Mr. Yogi, our Japanese friend who spoke 0 English but still had a great time with us. Some members of our group didn't exactly enjoy the whiskey. And so ended our first night in the Thai jungle.